Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Greater Boston Crokinole YouTube channel. My name is Joe Buckley. I will be doing some commentary here on this elimination match in the 2026 Crokinolympics. This is a race to 7 between Chet Boehlke on your left with the blue buttons and Nick Stangas on your right with the white buttons. Chet Boehlke is president of Pint Crokinole Club in Voorheesville, New York. An absolute staple in the community and an excellent player. Had the opportunity to play him at the Wicked Flick Boston Doubles tournament. Him and his son, very, very good players. Nick Stangas is new on the scene here. He's a Greater Boston Crokinole member. Played in the New York State singles and a very formidable opponent. Knows his stuff. Both these guys very seasoned in their play. And Chet catches a peg there and maybe leaves a little opening here for Nick. See if he can take advantage, and he does. He's now up 1 in the 20s cup. Chet almost catches a peg with a little bounce back. That would have been a sweet shot. No, he would have liked that. Follow through, doesn't quite get it, but went for it. Follow through, in my opinion, toughest shot. Oh, doesn't get the off. Unlucky bounce there. Let's see if Chet elects to do a little bump and run. That peg might be in the way. He probably has to. He's going to come in from the side here. Oh, flips and goes through. Nick gets the off. And unfortunately, that looks like it's going to be the round unless Chet can get that follow through and get the tie here. Goes for it, but just can't get it there. And that's what happens in Crokinole. You have one shot, one little missed opportunity, and sometimes that's all it takes. And both of these guys are good enough that need to take advantage of certain spots. Got a runaway button. Flips a little there. Oh, jeez. Those are some panic modes right there. Chet with the touch 20. Very nice touch there. Well done. Now up in the 20s. Nick has hammer, so got some options here. He's thinking it through. It's important to remember in tournament play sometimes that you don't have to rush. You know, you should just try to keep your pace. And he gets the double off for himself. Sometimes even thinking it through doesn't always work out in your favor. So Nick in a bit of quicksand right now. Nothing seems to be going right with those after those couple shots. But you know what? Try to get it back. There you go. Chet with the bounce back. Nope, didn't quite happen. Chet up 220s here. Nick looking for something, but up against it. Chet takes advantage of basically 2 backboards and is able to get that 20 there. Nick at this point just trying to, you know, sometimes when you're in these tournaments, you know when the round's lost. You're just kind of like, you know what, let me just get through this. Let's move on to the next one. Short memory. It's like baseball after you strike out. It's like, I got to forget about that and just get on here. Nice touch 20 highlight there from Chet. Again, basically had 2 backboards there, trying to get a double in the 20, but gets the 1. And now we're tied, 2-2. Nick leads us off. Chet with hammer. Way to set the tone, Nick, right there with that open 20. Let's see if we get a little 20s race right here. Each one you make, I feel like the pressure mounts, right? Who's going to be the first to miss? Again, this is a race to 7. And Nick's the first. We need a fall through maybe from Chet. Goes for it. Nick weighing his options here, trying to figure out the best course. It looks like he's going to try to go for a fall through. Rolls away. Now I might have to peel here with only 3 shots left, and he does. Smart play, gets it back to the middle. Just hope for a miss, which I don't know if Chet's going to oblige. He is definitely a game opponent. Maybe a touch 20 opportunity, and then just hope for a blow through. Doesn't happen. Looks like Chet will walk away with this one at hammer. And he does. So that gives us Chet Boehlke 4, Nick 2 in this race to 7. Nick with hammer this round. Just missing. You know, that's frustrating part of this game. Feels right, feels good. You think you got it, and man, you're just lipping them out. It's tough sometimes to zero in. You never quite know why you're missing those 20s sometimes. It gets very frustrating. Chet up the 20s, playing a little defense right now. And that's a good spot to be if you're Nick. You still got hammer. I don't know if you peel here. You might want to try to hide for one more shot. Or angle in if it's there. Maybe he's thinking he can get a mistake out of Chet, which will be tough. But he's going for it. He's going to keep making his life miserable. But Chet is not giving him anything. It's like Chet's like, I'll play this game all day long. You want to keep hiding over there? I'll keep hitting it. Now you're down to your last shot. You got to do something different, maybe. No, he's still going for it. I also like to point out Chet's doing an excellent job with that pace right there and keeping his shooter on the board. He didn't lose his shooter at any one of those. So you don't need to have too much authority to get those over. I see a lot of beginner players maybe put a little too much oomph on him, but he didn't. Kept his shooter on, kept play on the outside. That's just veteran play right there, and he gets the round. And now he's up 6-2, race to 7. Only needs to tie for a win. There you go, Nick. Nick gets his 20 to kick it off. Ooh, Chet not too thrilled with that one. And a great follow-through answer by Nick. And now we have ourselves a game. Now you're going to hide. Let's see if Chet teals. And he does. Again, knows the game, knows how to play it. Now you got to go back to the middle. But Nick is game. And leaves it. Bit of a hanger here. Chet unable to convert. See if Nick can really put this round away. Nice. Big shot there. Big shot. Again, wow. Uncharacteristic right there. 2 in a row. Nick up 2 in the 20s. Chet didn't get what he wanted there. I think he was trying to maybe get it to come back for him. But mathematically, I think this is done. And it is. Nick takes that round 6-4. Great follow through highlight there. I think he surprised himself. And a nice touch 20. So let's see if Nick can stay in this thing. He was down 6-2. He's battling. Chet leads us off. Always so important to hit that first one. Nice little backboard here for Chet, and he converts. Now we got ourselves a struggle. If you're Nick, you gotta hope for a mistake out of Chet. And odds are he won't give it to you, so let's see what happens. He'll probably try to roll away or keep it on his side. There's what you were looking for. Maybe an opportunity here. Okay. Yeah, I think Chet was just trying to keep it on his side of the board. He didn't want to fall through too much and give him any chance to get it in the 20s hole, but he just didn't get to the button. And now Nick, he may be contemplating peeling or trying to find a way to catch a peg. Yeah, I think that's really his only. Maybe try to find an angle, catch a peg, and get a hero shot here. Chet, very, very smart play. Savvy, rolls away. Nick is hammer, but Chet still electing to make sure he stays on the outside up that 20. And again, he only needs the tie for the win. Nick stays on the outside. Maybe just open. Chet misses it. Keeps the shooter on. He's going to try to angle in. Even if he does, it's a tie, and Chet's got it. I mean, there's no way around it. But still, shoot the shot anyway. Great round. Excellent Crokinole from both players in that 2026 elimination match. Chet hits his backboard. Thank you for watching Greater Boston Crokinole YouTube.